This is the Southside School of Financial Freedom Market Report and Small Account Update for the week ending December 28th, 2024. The market finished higher this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average decreased minus 0.77% on Friday, but was up 0.35% for the week. The S&P 500 decreased minus 1.11% on Friday, but was up 0.67% for the week. The Nasdaq decreased minus 1.49% on Friday, but was up 0.76% for the week. Looking at the week, we can see that there were 7 up finishes versus 5 down finishes for the major indexes. On Monday and Tuesday, all the major indexes finished up. On Wednesday, the market was closed. On Thursday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average finished up, while the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq finished down. And on Friday, all the major indexes finished down. How did you do? My small account finished minus 2.68% lower, but generated cash flow of 1.95%. Even when the market falls and or my account doesn't do well, I still get income or cash flow by selling covered calls and naked puts. This method does not only guarantee cash flow or income, it can also beat the S&P 500. I created a watch list I use to determine which options of stocks that I may want to sell. Looking at my watch list from the week, the strongest performer on the list was New Fortress Energy Incorporated, ticker symbol NFE in the third column. It was down minus 0.41% on Friday, but increased 20.82% for the week. New Fortress Energy Incorporated is an energy infrastructure company that distributes natural gas. The company owns and operates natural gas and liquefied natural gas infrastructure, and it has an integrated fleet of ships and logistics assets to rapidly deliver energy solutions to global markets. New Fortress Energy operates through 2 business segments: ships and terminals and infrastructure. They lease ships to customers under long-term or spot arrangements. The ships business segment includes floating storage and regasification units. The terminals and infrastructure business segment includes the entire production and delivery chain from natural gas procurement and liquefaction to logistics, shipping facilities, and conversion or development of natural gas-fired power generation. Looking at a summary of results, New Fortress has decreased minus 61.7% year to date. I did not generate cash flow from New Fortress this week. This week I generated cash flow from selling 3 different option contracts, 1 call and 2 puts that range from $20.34 to $59.34. So it was on Monday where I sold 2 puts, one for $20.34 and one for $59.34. And then it was not until Friday where I sold 1 call for $20.34. That's a total of $100.02, which is not a lot of money, but the account is small. $100.02 in cash flow was 1.95% of my account value. With this system, the cash flow money is free and clear. You can take it out of your account and spend it, or leave it in to build your cash balance and or invest it. If you want to increase the amount of cash flow, just use a larger account. So for example, in my medium-sized account, my goal is to generate at least $500 per week or $2,000 per month in cash flow. This week, I generated $719.03 in cash flow by selling 6 options that range from $23.34 to $300.33. So in the 2 accounts, I generated a total of $819.05 in cash flow for the week. This strategy is guaranteed to produce cash flow immediately in every week that it is applied. However, it does not guarantee the amount of cash flow from week to week nor the value of your account. The amount varies and the account value varies. Despite the variations in amount and value, the goal is to generate cash flow and beat the S&P 500. Bitcoin watch. Bitcoin decreased minus 2.92% this past week, but it is up over 125% year to date. Some people believe that Bitcoin is the most transformative financial asset in 1,000 years. I think the best course of action is to dollar cost average, that is DCA, into the S&P 500 and DCA into Bitcoin at a 30 to 70% ratio for the next 10 years and or up to when you have invested at least $10,000. In fact, I have implemented a similar strategy where I have a portfolio that is about 75% in a Bitcoin ETF. After 28 weeks, it is up 35.08%. The S&P 500 ETF SPY is up 9.62%, and the cash flow system is up 14.56% in those 28 weeks. What do you think? What is your strategy? Do you know how to produce cash flow every week and beat the S&P 500? Do you invest in Bitcoin, which may prove to be the smartest investment of the decade? As you develop, analyze, and implement your strategy, please check back to see how my small account and my Bitcoin dominant account performs against the S&P 500 from week to week by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you. Oh, wait, stop. Bitcoin changes everything. Because of Bitcoin, I am changing my cash flow strategy. Well, I'm actually applying the cash flow strategy to Bitcoin. Before, I used to search for various potentially high growth stocks to buy and sell options to generate cash flow. The major risk was that stocks that were predicted to be high growth ended up being duds. Their stock prices fell into oblivion. Check out the 5-year charts for these once fast-growing stocks. Tilray, a marijuana stock, down minus 37.83% year to date. And look at the 5-year high-low. ChargePoint, an electric vehicle charging station stock. It's down minus 51.38% year to date. And look at its 5-year high-low. Lucid, an electric vehicle manufacturing company, that some say their vehicles are better than Tesla, but their stock is down minus 23.99% year to date. And look at their 5-year high-low. Editas, a biotechnology and medical research company, it's down minus 88.06% year to date. And then look at the 5-year high-low. We have 3D systems. Remember how 3D printing was going to revolutionize manufacturing? Well, the stock is down minus 46.14% year to date. And check out its 5-year high-low. And even Riot Platforms, a Bitcoin mining company, it is down minus 28.96% year to date. And look at its 5-year high-low. I guess the saving grace for Riot is that it's up 40.98% in the last 3 months. So it may be on its way back. But now that there are Bitcoin ETFs, I don't really need to search for high growth stocks, at least not as many. Bitcoin is the high growth investment vehicle that can provide enough weekly cash flow to live well. look at its 5-year chart. So the search is over. There is Bitcoin. Continuous growth for the next 100 years.